What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Nalo Kicking Knowledge. Today, we'll be continuing our Why Would the Zodiac Signs Cheat series, and we've covered Aries and Taurus, and today we'll be talking about the infamous, the scandalous, the most hated Gemini. And it's funny, I always felt like Gemini is the most hated sign, and I'm starting to think that it's more of a cultural thing. And when I say cultural thing, I think it's because I'm in the U.S. Because I've connected with people outside of the U.S. and they're very fond of Geminis. But over here, it's like Gemini's the devil. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. But let's get into a little bit of the Gemini nature and what will cause them to have an affair. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and it's an energy of communication and intellect. It's a quick moving energy, and it's a youthful energy. Geminis are forever young, and they seek to, within their relationships, always keep it fresh and new, okay? But they're also very curious people. It's a huge part of Gemini nature, and this curiosity is one of the reasons that could cause a Gemini to have an affair. It works like this. So it will work out like this for a Gemini. The opposite sign of Gemini is Sag, and Sag relates to race and culture, okay? And religion and all those things. So say you have a Gemini, male or female, that comes from no religious background, but they have this yearning to become spiritual or religious in some type of way. What will happen is they'll be in a relationship, and then they may meet someone who sparks this curiosity. Let's say they meet someone who's Muslim, and this person starts teaching Gemini all about the Muslim faith. Now, what happens here is that within every relationship, there needs to be a foundation of what it's built on. So with Geminis, it's not really hard for them to connect with others, because a basis of the relationship is always something where they're either teaching the person or learning from the person, or vice versa. So that curiosity could lead them astray in the sense of, and Gemini is also, dualistic and changeable. So through meeting this person and connecting with them at a deeper level, Gemini could start to feel like, man, I never knew, a relationship with someone could be like this, or I could share this type of, beliefs with a partner, and it'll lead the Gemini in that direction. The curiosity could also extend to the standpoint of just race. Gemini would be like, okay, well, I've never dated someone of this race or of this culture. I wonder what's that like. And the way the Gemini personality is set up, Gemini also rules siblings and friendship. The affair will definitely start over friendship, and based on how the energies play out, it can lead to that next step. And with Gemini, that youthfulness extends to the curiosity, is like, I just want to try, right? And then mix that with a little bit of impulse. There you have it, an affair off of pure curiosity. So along while we're doing this, I put Aries in a one night stand squad. I would definitely put Gemini in that squad too. Okay, so Gemini is definitely capable of having a one night stand. The next thing that would make a Gemini cheat, it plays off of that curiosity. Stimulation. If a Gemini is not being stimulated in whatever way that that energy or that planet needs, they are going to seek it out some other way. So I'll give a great example in the sense of Venus and Gemini. Because Venus and Gemini, I'm sorry guys, you guys are the cheaters of the zodiac. Let's It's okay. It's all right. You're just friendly, right? So in the sense of Venus and Gemini, they need constant stimulation. So someone with Venus and Gemini requires lots of continuous learning and adventure within their relationships. So let's just say a Gemini, someone with Venus and Gemini is in a relationship where communication is fine, but let's just say within the relationship, you guys don't have any friends, any mutual friends. Okay, you know how you do a double date or something like that? A Venus and Gemini very much so needs this type of stimulation. If it's just you and your partner constantly doing activities, it doesn't matter how fun it is Gemini is going to eventually need others, you know, adding to that stimulation. So in this sense, what will happen is, say, you know, Gemini has a co-worker, you know, who's maybe single, and then they know, you know, they have a friend who's a couple or whatever. They may just start going out, doing the 2-on-2 thing. Like I said, the thing with Gemini energy is like, these affairs don't, up until this point, we just assume we're talking about physical affairs. But when it comes to Gemini energy, it could very much so be an intellectual affair. Okay, in the sense of what I'm explaining, like say you're hanging out with your coworker and their friends who are a couple, and you and your coworker aren't doing anything, but you're in the mode, you're intellectually, you're feeding your Venus and Gemini that need for, you know, intellectual relationships. So really this becomes an affair only when you're not being honest. You understand? But this need for stimulation can lead Gemini into a lot of different directions. And then we didn't even add a house. Say, you know, say this Venus in the fifth, this Venus in Gemini was in the fifth house. That person would really need an active social life. This isn't I'm gonna spend all the time with my spouse kind of person. It's like, I need to be with this group of friends on this day, and then I have my day with my lover, and then I have a day where my friends and my lovers come together. Alright? But if Gemini can't get that certain stimulation that it needs, it will seek it elsewhere. The next reason a Gemini would cheat is because, I don't want to say boredom, but that's kind of what it leads down to. Being bored in the situation that they are. And the reason this sign would become bored is because the energy is restless. So I'm going to give some advice here in the sense of anybody who is a Gemini and you feel yourself bored or unattached in your relationships. You yourself need to give more. You need to create a new layer within the relationship. Sometimes Geminis can fall back into a sense of wanting to be entertained, because they are entertaining, but because they know they are, sometimes they sit back and like, okay, let me see how this person can entertain me, which often leads them to being bored. So this is just advice for the Geminis. If this is you and you find yourself bored, you need to create a new layer within the relationship. Speak up onto what would make you unbored. What new things can I do with my partner that'll keep this thing, you know, fresh? Okay? But going back to the fact that Gemini's being bored, it's kind of a thing where, you know, a Gemini, to prevent them from being bored, I think giving them freedom is a huge thing, because Geminis really do have the potential to be loyal, but they want to be loyal to someone they know won't let them down, if that makes sense. So, like I said, if you, the Gemini, find yourself bored in a relationship, you're probably waiting for your partner to entertain you. And if you want to be entertained, sometimes you got to do the entertaining as well. So you create a new layer to the relationship. Alright? So guys, this is my interpretation of, I didn't mean to say that. This is my video on, you know, why a Gemini would cheat. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so. Until next time, peace.